Welcome back. A few videos ago, when I played all 5 of the holiday bots on chess.com, I beat 3 of them and lost to the last 2, which wasn't really a surprise. I don't think I've ever beaten a bot rated 1500 as the 4th one was, or definitely not 2000 as the 5th one was. But I found out after that game that I actually had a sizable advantage against the 1500 rated bot late in the game, and I gave it away. So I've decided to do a rematch today in this video, and hopefully it'll go a little better than that, but it might not, because again, it would be the first time, as far as I know, that I've beaten a bot rated that high. But the only way to find out is just to go. So let's do this. This is actually a position from that last game. I thought I had forgotten to save all 5 of those to my archive, but for some reason this one did show up in my archive. So here it is. This is after move 38. And I made the wrong move here. I moved my rook to get behind this bishop, which seems futile now that I think about it. Doesn't really do anything. Instead, I should have played rook to d5 or rook to d3 or rook to d8. And the last time I looked at this, it says I should have played rook to a2. But anyway, I didn't. I just played here. But that didn't take away all my advantage. I was still up +2 or almost +3. And the bot played one of its better moves, if not its best move. I should have played king to e2, it says, or king to e3. I assume trying to get closer to this, but I don't know what for. I do know that right now, if Dash pushed that b pawn forward, then I could take the bishop. And if the pawn pushed forward again, I could just get behind it. So I know that they're kind of stuck right now. But I don't know what my king's going to do going over there. Maybe the idea was to come around this way and blockade that pawn with my king. I'm really not sure. But here's where over the course of the next few moves, I gave away my advantage. That gave away almost all of it. But then the bot gave some back to me by putting its king in there. And again here, I should have played h4 or rook to a2 or rook to e2. I'm still not sure I understand all of those. But anyway, let's just switch over and play this bot again. I'm going to choose the black pieces and I'm going to click play. And let's see how well I do. Okay, we're going to get a d4, so I don't get to play the Caro-Kann, but we can play the Indian game, I think. Here, I think e6 is a good move. That's what I usually play here. If that knight comes out, I can play, which I think that transposes to the Bogo Indian. Let's see, is that what that is? If they do that, I think I go ahead and castle. I think the idea was if they had immediately played a3, then I would trade off for the knight. But in this position, I think if they don't immediately come after my bishop, then I can just go ahead and castle. Or is this where I play c5? I don't know. I'm going to castle just to be safe. Okay, now I can bring this bishop back, I think, because I don't want to trade off for this now. I'm ahead in development, I think, is the idea of this. Not really. They have 2 pieces out and I have 2 pieces out, but I've got my king castled. So I think that's one of the main ideas of this opening. I think I can play d5 here. Wait, if they take, I can take, that's okay because I'm castled. And if they push this pawn forward, then I can go there. No, because then they could take it and I'll take, and then they'll pick up a pawn. Wait, have I already messed up? I hope not. That would be sad. Or do I play c5 here? No, wait, if I play d5 and they push forward, then I'll have opened up a spot to put my knight behind. Maybe that's best. Surely that's better. Let's do that. And then, oh wait, I've lost a pawn already. Okay, well, I'm not too pleased. It looks like I have already given up some advantage in this game, and I don't know how that happened. Okay, they moved to protect that pawn. What can I do? You know what? Let's just break this open with getting... Oh, wow. I'm really bad at chess. Okay. Well, now anytime that pawn moves, I'm in check, but I can just take that bishop, can't I? I think I can. Let's try that. Oh, okay. I thought they were going to take back here. Was that a blunder? I don't know if that was a blunder or not. How can I get that pawn? They've castled out of this problem here. Yeah, I'm really frustrated right now. I don't know if you can tell. There, I think. Oh, no. Did I just give something up? No, I didn't. Okay. Well, I wanted to put this bishop here, but I think what's going to happen is this pawn is going to push. Wait, no. I put my bishop here. They won't push that pawn, I don't think, because I could just take it, and then my queen would be protecting my bishop. Let's do that. Okay. The rook is protecting the pawn. I see. I have 2 pieces attacking that pawn, but they have 2 pieces attacking them. Okay, now I should move my rook over. I think I just take that. Wait, am I up? How did I get up a piece? I'm up a piece, right? How did that happen? I don't know. Our rooks have been looking at each other. I don't know if I should take the rook or not. But I have an extra bishop. I thought I lost this game. And I'm not sure where the bot blundered. Was it not taking back my knight? Wow, I felt like I was half asleep there for a second, and then but if I'm up a whole piece, I should trade off that rook, right? But then they take back, and then they have control of the d file. Oh, but if they take back, then I could pick up this pawn, maybe? No, because then they're going to push that pawn. I don't know if I like that. Maybe I should bring this bishop back here and try to get that pawn first, because I think that's their biggest asset right now. Let's do that. Well, now I'm not going to do this, because then they would just take it, and then we would be even on material again. And if I took back and they took back, we would both have 2 rooks and the same amount of pawns. So, do I need to put another rook on it? Or this rook. Let's put this rook on it, maybe. If I take this now, they can take with check, and then I take back with my queen. Then they could take that rook, and I could take, and they could take back. And I would have a queen, and they would only have a rook. I think that works. Okay, I'm still up a piece, so I should trade off this rook with check. I think there's no other move but to take back. Let's see, do I have anything else? I don't have any other checks. I don't have any other captures. Yeah, at that point, their only legal move would be to take back. Then I would have to, I don't know, make a space for my king? I mean, I have a whole extra piece, but I don't know how to use it. I really am not sure how to utilize my extra piece right now. But I know that I don't want to get back rank mated, and if I get my queen off the back rank right now, I don't know, if I just moved it someplace silly like this, that's checkmate right now. So I have to be careful, and I think one way I can be careful is to push that pawn. Another way I could be careful is to move my queen here, which prevents the mate immediately. It attacks that pawn, their a pawn, but then they could just move their a pawn. If they move their a pawn, then I could take it. They could take it, and I would have a passed pawn here. I think I'm gonna try that rather than moving one of my pawns over here. What does that do? That's not threatening mate now, because if I take this pawn, my queen is still aiming at this square. Let me think about that. If I take this pawn, they could check me here, and then if I moved over, they could come down here, and that would be mate because I couldn't block with my queen anymore because they would just take it. Okay, so I got to be careful. Let's see. If I do that and they check me, then I shouldn't move into the corner. I would come out here. But then they could check me again. Then I could come further. And if they tried to check me again, I could block, I think. But also, once I take that pawn, I am threatening a mate myself. So I'm going to be really careful here. I think that's the best move. Okay. Okay, so I got away with that. I got a pawn and stove off mate. Now, what I would like to do is go here, which protects this pawn and threatens mate on their back rank, and see what they do. See what dash does. Okay, dash made a spot for itself, I think. So now if I check, the king comes out, then I could win this pawn, but then again, they would have a mate on the back rank. So I've got to be really careful about that mate. I think I should just go ahead and move this pawn also. Oh, I just realized they've left this pawn hanging the whole time. Wow. They could have just picked off that pawn at any time. But you know what? Now I've won because I'm going to get rid of their queen. Yeah, because their queen was pinned to their king, so I was going to win it. They might as well take mine. Now I have to win this endgame. And I ought to be able to do that with the whole bishop left over. I think if I move my bishop here, not only am I threatening their rear pawn, but I'm threatening to push this one and protect it with the bishop. So let's see what they do there. Okay, they've protected that pawn. So now this pawn is safe, protected by the bishop. Are they going for the bishop? Is that what that is? Because I can move it back here, and if they got close enough, I could come back. But then, oh, we would be in a perpetual situation. Okay, well, I can keep them from coming in there by this, and I have another pawn I can push. What else can they do? Wait, Can I, what if I take that now and they take back, can they catch this pawn? Yes, they can. Okay. But wait, if I take this and they take back, then I can move my king here and they can't get back. I just don't know. I don't know. Or I could run with this one, but then they would take and they're closer to promotion. Okay, I'm going to take it. That's going to keep my king from coming through there. Pretty smart move. Pretty smart move on the bot's part. But let's see. What if I push this? They take it? No, they didn't take it. Oh, because they know they can take it here. I was trying to lure their king away. If I move my d pawn forward to d4, I think then they have to take it because they can't afford to let it get one space further. So if I play there, they take, then I take this pawn and then I can move that one. Let's try that. Okay, they're coming for these pawns. Should I protect? Or should it, no, I should push. I have a passed pawn. What am I thinking about? Okay, because they can't get there in time. This is a check. Okay. Let's see. Queen to a1 check. They can't come out forward or backward, and they can't come out here because of the pawn, so they would have to go to b5. Then I could follow with my bishop check. Maybe. I know I want to keep checking so that they can't take my pawns and or get one of theirs passed. That's what I want here. And I want to right here. So I'm continuing to protect my pawn, and my bishop and queen are protecting each other. Now here I can check and win that pawn on b6. Wait, if I check there, they'll only have one legal move. And then I would have mate, right? I think that's checkmate. Oh my goodness. Wait, there's a little notification popped up. You can't see it. Oh, where'd it go? It disappeared just as I was about to read it. I just saw that it popped up. It said something like Jingle Bell. I wonder, was that a new achievement? But it's gone now. Okay. Wow. I felt like at the beginning of that game, my brain felt like mush, and I know I gave something away, and I'm pretty sure the bot had an advantage at some point, but then gave it back with a blunder. That's my synopsis. I haven't yet seen the game review. As you can see, it's still running. We're going to wait and see what it says. I'm pretty sure it's going to say white had an advantage and then gave it away. Why is it taking so long? There it is. It did say white had an advantage and gave it away. Okay. Did I remember to save this to my archive? Wait, let's go back. This is the analysis screen. Let's go back to this screen. I'm going to click. Oh, it says saved. I don't think I clicked save. Maybe when you run the game review, it automatically saves it. That would explain why the previous game was saved in my archive. Okay. It says I had no blunders. 0 blunders, but 6 mistakes. Oh, you can't see that, but you can see on the left column, the bot had 8 mistakes and 1 blunder. Okay, because right about there, I don't even remember playing that move. Okay. Yeah, right about here, I felt like I was lost already, even though the bot was just up a pawn. But it's a 1500 rated bot. That I've never beaten one that I have now. I can't say that anymore. But going down a pawn to a bot or anybody rated higher than me is pretty significant most of the time. Clicking from the review tab, on the review tab, it says the bot's up +2, but on the analysis tab, it says the bot's only up +1.6 or 1.5. What happened here is I played that, which I shouldn't have. Now the bot's up much worse, +3. I should have played knight to b6 right then, but I didn't. Okay, but here the bot made a mistake. It did that. I did not know that was a mistake at the time. I thought that was a really good move. But what it did was it forced me to play the move that I should have the turn before. Well, it didn't force that, but that's what I played because it seemed like a good idea. It seemed better than putting the knight back in where it came from. And then the bot's best move here was knight to f4. It wanted to stack up these knights over here. What would that have done? Oh, it would have protected this pawn because I'm now aiming at it. But instead, the bot took that was my dark squared bishop, right? Which was a mistake and made it almost equal. Oh, and I should have taken with my knight. Well, I thought about that, but I also saw that this pawn was undefended and that the king was right behind it. So that's why I took with my queen. That was my second best move and not too much worse. Now, what mistake did the bot make here that gave it away? Okay, I should have played bishop to d3 according to the game review. And it says I wouldn't have taken this pawn. Why wouldn't I have taken that pawn? Really? You can see that, right? It says their best move. If they played their best move, then I would play g5. I don't know about that, but that's what it says. I think if they had played bishop to d3, I would have taken that pawn. But instead, they played bishop to c4, which protects that pawn. And I took it. Oh, it said that was a great move. It was a great move for me to take that bishop. Okay. And here they should have taken back, right? Okay. This was a blunder right here. They definitely should have taken back. And that's, I think, right when they didn't, I realized, wait, they left my knight. I think I realized it on the following turn after I moved this n6 to e5. Was that my best move? It was my best move. But they kind of forced it by threatening it with that pawn. And now the two knights protect each other. If they take this knight, I take here, and I'm ahead that bishop, minus the pawn that I already lost. And it says that their best move was actually to take here. But they didn't. They castled. What should I have done? Oh, I should have just taken that with check and got rid of it, and then played b5 to protect that knight. Wow. Well, I didn't do that. I played b5 first, which was not one of my three best moves. It was the same idea. Oh, I see, because if they take here and then I take, then that pawn's sitting out there doing nothing. Okay. But they shouldn't have. They should have put their knight in the middle, but they didn't. The bot made another mistake here, threatening that knight. And again, I should have taken that one with check. According to the lines here, my best move by far, but I played my second best move, knight to b6. It counted that as a mistake, but that was my second best move and I still had the advantage. And according to the review, I had the advantage for the rest of the game despite the next couple of moves. Oh, the bot made two more mistakes here. Did I make any more mistakes? I did, way down there. They played h3, and that was inaccurate. But here I made a mistake. I should have played queen to d1 here immediately. But why? They would have just done that. And then it said that, oh, then I could come back to here, to d6. Well, I ended up there anyway. Because I played this, I still have a -4 advantage, so I'm not sure why that counted as a mistake. That's when this queen should have picked off the pawn, because it was hanging. But they didn't. They did that, and that, okay, so this is another mistake in this that kind of forced me to make my best move. That's the move that it wanted me to make the previous turn, was to go check to force the king up here and then come back to that spot. But instead, the bot made the mistake, and I got to go to that spot anyway. But I did find it. Anyway, if you made it this far in the video, I sure appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.